Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna talk about the most important card from Nvidia that's coming soon that nobody should care about. Guys, let's talk about this. So what we know about these cards? We know the look of some models. And look guys, look at this beast over here. When you think about 4090, yeah, what games come to your mind? Is it Cyberpunk with overdrive mode, ray tracing, stupid FPS, 4K? When you look at this card, guys, retro gaming. This card is made for that. Look, you feel the power and you feel smart when you buy this product, guys. You feel the power looking at these pictures. Absolutely amazing. Amazing card, amazing product. What we know about this product? We know the prices. 4060, the most basic model, $300. Or you can upgrade to TI version, super retro gaming card, 8 GB of VRAM, $400. So you have a choice, a retro gaming card, for that price, or maybe for the same price you want PlayStation 5 and like The Last of Us, Jedi Survivor, you know, it's up to you. It's very smart choice to go with either. It's the same, really no difference. And guys, for $100 you can upgrade to 16 GB of VRAM, $500, amazing price. And this price only feel like kind of okay maybe for some people because the last generation is so overpriced for so long. We barely get to the point that the cards, like few years later, are sold for MSRP. Guys, this is ridiculous. The overpriced cards from last generation made maybe this price is kind of okay. This is stupid price, $500 for entry-level card. This is entry-level, 16 GB. That should be like normal amount of VRAM. 12 should be the bare minimum. 16 is just fine. But this is, you know, guys, what this remind me? 1060, legendary GPU, legendary. And we also had two versions, 6 GB version 1060 and 1060 3 GB of version. And guys, this is the new 3 GB version. That's exactly what it will be. It will age like warm milk. It will be useless. It's already useless. And what we know about AMD answer? Guys, 8 GB of VRAM. I don't know. They're either completely stupid and somebody in the company have a brain damage, or they're geniuses. They're geniuses. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't call this card 7900 non-XT because that's the new naming scheme from an AMD. I thought every new card will be 7900, just more access and more T and whatever turbo extra power. But anyway, this card, it's the same. I don't know, where is the upgrade? Where is the upgrade? And what we know about the performance, guys? So this card we know more because it's almost out and I think in hands of some reviewers. Guys, 7060 Ti at 8 GB. It's just 1% slower than 3070. It's almost the same from the last generation. Amazing, guys. I think people should start queuing to the Micro Center to not lose the opportunity because everything will be sold out. With this immense power for this price, everything will be sold out day one, in first hour. I think scalpers gonna buy these cards as well. Yeah, and 4060, the basic version, 3% faster than 3060 Ti from last generation, but less VRAM than 3060 from last generation. Amazing deal again. And AMD, guys, this is I don't know if it's funny or this is sad. Guys, let me know. Is funny or is sad? This card is slower, quite a lot slower than 6600 XT from the last generation. Unless they're gonna surprise us. But the way AMD surprise people, they actually surprise down. Like disappoint people. AMD, always massive disappointment. And guys, if you think that 8 GB is not just for retro gaming, let me show you this video from Vadim. This guy, this is amazing. This guy has a better accent than mine, which is unbelievable. But let's have a listen. Let's have a look at this amazing compilation. What 8 GB means in today's single-player games.
Due to the fact that 8 GB of memory is simply not enough to store all the textures and effects that make your game look good. You will have a very unpleasant gaming experience if you choose to buy an 8 GB graphics card because the lack of memory will cause performance and stability issues, stuttering, and textures popping in and out in some of the most popular games of 2023. Let's have a look at some examples. Hogwarts Legacy requires more than 8 GB of memory to run even at 1080p with textures quality set to Ultra. The lack of video memory causes severe stability and image quality issues, such as textures constantly popping in and out of existence, as well as occasional stuttering. As you can see on the right side of the screen, graphics cards with higher memory capacity, such as the RX 6800 with 16GB of memory, do not have such issues and work perfectly fine. In Resident Evil 4, using the maximum quality textures, 8GB cards experience severe stuttering due to the lack of memory, and the game will crash completely if you try loading the memory even more by enabling ray tracing. And this is at 1080p resolution. Forget about playing this game at 1440p. In The Last of Us Part 1, a 16GB graphics card, such as the RX 6800, can deliver a pleasant gaming experience even at 1440p using ultra-quality textures. But the 8GB RTX 3070 cannot run this game even at 1080p resolution. You will experience extreme stuttering and will be forced to reduce the texture quality to high at 1080p or medium at 1440p if you want to play this game. If you like enabling ray tracing, then you can add 3 more to the list of games you won't be able to play with an 8GB graphics card. Those are Forspoken, A Plague Tale Requiem, and the Callisto Protocol. The Callisto Protocol is the perfect example of how graphics cards like the RTX 3070 and 3070 Ti would run this game absolutely fine with ray tracing enabled even at 1440p if they had 16GB of memory. Check out the Radeon RX 6800 on the right. It delivers a pleasant gaming experience even though Nvidia RTX 30 series cards have better ray tracing performance. Well, at least on paper, when we don't throw them into a scenario like this one, where that RTX superiority doesn't mean anything simply because Nvidia graphics cards don't have enough memory to make use of that GPU performance.
So guys, that's 8GB. That's 8GB in today's days. And if you think, okay, nobody gonna buy this card, and then Nvidia will be forced to lower the price. Guys, think again, really, think again. There is one theory that this is planned obsolescence. This stupid amount of VRAM is just planned of Nvidia, so you upgrade every generation. But I don't think that's the main reason. Look guys at this card. This simple looking card that looks cheap, yeah? This is $8,000 professional card. And look guys, 4090 for $1,600, it's peanuts. It's nothing comparing to $7,000. And imagine, look guys, they need to pay for those cards. They need to pay for this big cooler. They need to pay people to develop the cards, to pay the factories, computers, heating, rent for the buildings. So they probably, for Nvidia, this card costs like $1,000. Let's assume, I don't know, but let's assume $1,000. So $600 is profit, yeah, from this card. With this card, it's almost the same card, more memory. So instead of 1,000, let's say it costs 1,300, yeah, to make this card. Because it's almost the same card, just more memory, professional drivers. So they make $6,000 profit on the professional card. 600, 6,000, 10 times more. Nvidia doesn't care about gaming market that much. This is the priority, guys. This is the priority. We gamers paying just $1,600 for a card? We means nothing, almost nothing for the company. And especially the lower, the like 4060. Amazing upgrade from 3060, 12GB, guys. So yeah, and if you think that maybe the developers should just optimize game better, guys, that's not gonna happen. Just quick reminder, look, Naughty Dog, 500 employees, crazy money per year. The publisher, that's who pays the bills. Publisher hire developers, pay them money, and they pay them what, like $10 million to port the game to PC? That's like what, 3 months of the time for $10 million? Because yeah, that's probably the cost. They have no time. And number one request from developers is more memory. That's why PlayStation 5 is so good with memory. Have crazy fast SSD, crazy fast GDDR6, and a lot of it. And very good communication and hardware decompression, processor, like proper separate processor. So it's amazing with memory because that's the number one request. And Sony listened to developers. Nvidia doesn't want to do that. They do the opposite. That's why the games feel so broken, because Nvidia doesn't screw just us players, but they also screw developers. That's one of the reasons why the games feel so broken recently. And guys, another thing, when you're gonna listen to reviews of those cards, these GPUs, be sure or be very careful who you listen to, because some YouTubers getting money from Nvidia or getting the cards, and that's a lot of money. To be able to post videos before everybody else, that's a lot of money, and I'm worried that maybe not everybody will be 100% neutral. And guys, let's have a look. If you go with AMD, for example, yeah, I know a small percentage of people will do. Make sure that when you see the benchmarks, it's with smart access memory, because AMD gains tons of performance in some games when you activate smart access memory, especially in lows. Let's look at Red Dead Redemption. Smart access memory, the 1% low, almost double. Look the gains. Resizable bar for Nvidia is not the same. And if you look, for example, like Forza Horizon, that's one of the better examples. Look the gains. 1% low is higher than average without this. Huge, massive. And how it looks in setting, guys? Smart access memory. Big brain, because it's a lot of performance. So imagine people benchmarking AMD cards without this option, because maybe that's what Nvidia wants, or maybe they don't know how, but this is like extremely important for some games. Not all of games, some games may even lose a little bit, but in general for AMD this is extremely important. The same like XMP, like fast memory. That's very important things. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about all this situation, and if you go into what? Are you going to buy this 4060, this retro card, 8GB, or you pay extra $100 for 16GB? Or I just wonder why Nvidia doesn't give 16GB for 4070, and especially 4070 Ti for $50 extra. We didn't get this option, and I think because Jensen, Nvidia CEO, is considered to be one of the best in the industry. He's very smart, and I think what he did, I think he played it smart as well. It's like a mind trick. You're looking at these options and you make a decision, make a trade-off between 12GB stronger card or 16GB slower card but more memory and $100 less, and you just start convincing yourself that maybe this $500 option is good, or maybe no, you go with $600 because 12GB is also good enough for at least like maybe a year or two, and you feel smart because it's your decision, even though both these options are kind of stupid. But this 4070 actually feels it's maybe okay, maybe it's fine. I don't understand. I think they're killing the PC gaming market, and AMD letting them do it. And they're either an idiots or the geniuses, because they will take over the console market. PlayStation 5, Xbox, Steam Deck, new Asus handheld, and all the other handheld that will be coming out. AMD is taking over gaming market silently, secretly. But look, 3060, 12GB is for $330. I don't see the reason why would you downgrade to like this card. I don't see the reason. Or this card. This is a downgrade. Yes, you get fake frame generation, but a lot of games don't use it. And what you get from AMD, look, like this card, 12GB for $320, and you get a free game, The Last of Us. That should work fine with this amount of VRAM. Or you can go a bit higher, there's a lot of options with all of them. At least have enough VRAM. And again, guys, remember what happened to 1060 3GB. It was dead on arrival. This will be dead on arrival. This is dead. This is retro gaming. That was retro gaming card back then. And we shouldn't have GPUs with less VRAM than consoles. Like we shouldn't have less than 8GB for PlayStation 4 games, and we shouldn't have less than 16GB for PlayStation 5 games. Otherwise, we will have to reduce settings, start reducing settings, compromising. And I understand, yes, Nvidia have DLSS, and that's amazing tech, because you can either have better looking pictures with DLSS, or you can lower the resolution, and you have in real life more FPS. Amazing tech. DLSS, big deal. And also, Nvidia still can use FSR if somebody for some reason want to use inferior tech. Yes, I understand. They have fake frames generations. Amazing tech as well. And yes, some people, but these fake frames. I don't want fake frames. Yes, guys, but listen, for single player games, fake frames are a million times better than no frames. And it's very good also for another reason, because it's not only alleviate GPU bottleneck, but also CPU bottleneck as well. That's extremely important for modern games, because a lot of people gonna upgrade to those cards rather than buying the whole new system with amazingly stupid fast CPU CPU. No, a lot of people will keep older CPU like 3060 or whatever, you know, few year old CPU. So this is gonna help with that as well. Amazing technology, absolutely amazing. Lower power draw, ray tracing, better than Nvidia, even though it's absolutely unusable on the lower end with not enough VRAM, but on higher end, yeah, it's amazing. Pro use, that's only for Nvidia, really. You cannot use AMD for many things that you can use Nvidia. But guys, all this amazing tech is useless when you run out of VRAM. VRAM bottleneck is worse than CPU bottleneck. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you buying this card? Are you upgrading for this amazing retro card, or you skipping this generation, or you already have 4090? Because I think that's the only card that makes sense. This one, and I like maybe this too. Well, this one probably. But other than and this, yeah, this one. Yeah, actually few cards, especially from AMD, because this, guys, this is like abuse relationship. Like, you know, this, you know, a girl that with like really bad guy that beat her, and once in a while she wants to leave the guy, but said no, but he still loves me, and she stays in a toxic relationship. I think that's what Nvidia is now. It's a toxic relationship. It's abuse with some sweetening here and there, like bringing flowers, like fake frames. Yeah, I think that's it. I think, guys, yeah. Smash the like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.